Hello fans of Modular Shed. Oh, better not stand on things. Right, I've been working on the Modular Shed. Let's see what I've done. Well, I've done this. Modules 4 and 5 are underway. We have a full 3-post arch with the centre post having its little 1-foot extension piece. Sorry, I'm tripping over stuff and falling over. Module 5 has its floor frame in place. Now this was slightly tricky because if you think about the other main joist to this one, the opposite one, it's over there and it sits underneath the floorboard tips of module 2. So of course all the floorboards had to come out of module 2 and the insulation had to come out. I had to put a 5x2 joist in there on long arm hangers, so all that had to be replaced because that had a 4x2 in mini joist hangers. So the floor frame, as I say, is on module 5. Now up here is another floor frame which is set high because I'm using it as a platform to attach roofing components. That's actually the floor frame that belongs in module 4, which I will set high. I've got the hangers for putting that in its high position. Now one other thing I've done is the Shiplap. This is the Shiplap I bought last year. It was expensive, so I only did one wall in Shiplap. It was sitting across the posts. It's now actually fitted inside the post, so I cut all those pieces down, put a couple of 4x1 vertical beams on the posts, and then attached all that shiplap to there. So that's going to be a wall which is set between the posts, and because timber's so expensive I might actually move that and have that as an actual outside wall when I come back here. Try not to trip over anything. And put a wall between these two posts on the outer edge of module 5. So the rafters have been attached for modules 4 and 5. So to the 3 roof battens there and 3 roof battens here. I've fitted 1 sheet of roofing material on each side. Now of course I need to fit the final piece of roofing material, but that means that I'm going to be working outside of the footprint of this building to attach that material, so I need to use my cantilever platform. Got to find a way of making that work on these platforms when they're raised up, so that I can stand beyond the edge here, as it were, and it mustn't tip up at the other end. So I'm just thinking of a way to do that. The other thing I should mention is the ridge piece, which is just a piece of rough sawn 4x1, and it sits halfway across the post extensions, so it's sitting up there mounted vertically, and the capping sheet sits on top of that. In fact, that one's not even fixed down, it's simply tucked under the capping sheet on that post extension, and that's kind of holding it in place just for the moment. So I need to cut down 2 more of these roofing sheets. I got these cheap actually. Normal price £17. These were being sold for 13 in wicks, so I asked them to send me 6 because that's what I needed, and that just took it above the free delivery threshold, so that was pretty good. And there's a capping sheet on there which is stretched across some of the ridges just to reshape it because it had gone a funny shape where I was storing it. So to size the main roofing sheets for my shed, I cut off 18 inches, so that's what I've done with these 2 pieces. That just happens to give rise to a roofing sheet which is about the right size to give me my nice big roof overhang that I like, because I do like a long roof overhang. That's about 8 inches I think. So once those 2 remaining roof sheets are on, taking the roof out to these batten overhangs, and the floors are in place and the floorboards are on, I can then build walls. So I need 1, 2, 3 and one round the back there. 4 walls, and then these internal walls can be removed. Let's head into the shed. These 2 internal walls, that one which is a bit half baked anyway, and this one made of the shiplap, they can go, and then the floor space of the shed will be twice the size it currently is, but there's no room to move in here. I can barely get into the place. So those are the latest updates on the modular shed. I haven't done any time lapse because recently it's either been so hot that I can barely work, or raining. That's the weather we seem to have now. Heat wave or rain. Bye.